What's up, YouTube? Incredibly nice, beautiful day out today. Might be a little out of breath. I was doing a bit of a walk and a light jog, mostly trying to escape the damn mosquitoes, which fucking, I must have got bit so many times. Anyways, stock market go up, stock market go brr. Why? I know exactly why. It's because Powell came out, does what he always does, started talking for half an hour, said nothing at all. The guy doesn't say shit. He literally mumbles words. It sounds like some chat GPT script. I shit you not. And says nothing. And that's that. So what does that mean? Status quo. What's the status quo, guys, been since COVID? The SPY is up 100%, guys, since COVID, pretty much. Okay? The average return is 6 to 7%, 10% with inflation for a year. And you're up 10 times in 5 years. So that's the status quo. Send it, right? You know, if you went long, awesome. I don't personally have much interest going long here. I'm going to talk about a couple stocks that I will long. I'm going to talk about 2 stocks that I want to short. Been actively shorting. So the 2 longs, American Eagle and Intel. And Intel's been going hard, right? But we've been talking about Intel in my Discord since 18 and 19. I know some people in the Discord made 5 digits on Intel alone. You got people making it on stocks, people making money on options. I'm in stocks, and I'm selling calls and puts to sort of ride it up. So if it ever has another day like it had last Friday or today, I'm probably going to lose a whole bunch of shares. But I'm selling calls where I'm comfortable selling, and then I can always readjust my position, right? And if ever we have a week where it trades sideways, now I've just made money where other people, nothing happened, right? Like, let's say you have 1,000 shares of Intel, and it's 25 right now, and next week it's 25.10. You made 10 cents a share, right? Whereas me, I sold 26.50, 27 calls on my shares, and I got anywhere from 33 cents to, I believe it was like 52 or 54 cents, right? So I made 10 cents as well, same as you on my shares, but I also made up to 5 times that selling the call, right? Now, if it goes to 29, you're going to do better than me, because I'm going to lose all these shares at the end of the week by for 26, 26.50, 27. And you're going to still have shares, potential. Depends if you sell on the way up or not, right? But if you held the whole way, let's say. So that's kind of the beauty of the call, right? And it doesn't make sense so much to do it if you expect rapid price movement to go up. It makes more sense if you're like, okay, we went up. We had our strongest week in 50 years last Friday. A little bit of a pullback is expected, and then continued momentum, because you don't have your strongest week in 50 years for no reason. You have it for a reason, and the reason was $2 billion invested by SoftBank in Japan, which crazily only amounted to 2% of the shares. And then the government saying, give us a cut of the profits, and we're going to make sure that you're profitable. Which, okay, good and bad there, right? Now you have the government in your pockets, but also, like, you don't really have to worry about any. There's been a lot of talk about selling off the foundry part of it, dividing it up, maybe, collapsing, which is ridiculous to me, because you have AMD and Intel paired with NVIDIA on pretty much every computer out there that isn't an Apple product. That's it. Gamers, all gamers are using AMD and Intel. That's it. You got your Ryzen and your Intel. Two chips. We're not using Taiwan Semiconductor chips. We're not using anyone. It's those 2. And that's all of North America, probably globally. Okay? If you're not Apple. If you have a Mac, you obviously don't use an Intel chip or an AMD chip, okay? So I don't, it's not going anywhere as far as I'm concerned. And you know, due to like NVIDIA wouldn't be allowed to just have control over all of it anyways, right? If Intel was like, oh, we're going to make our own chip to pair with our boards, it's not going to be allowed to happen anyways, right? There's antitrust laws that are protect against that shit. I mean, they have a virtual monopoly as is, but even that, they're already cracking down. They're like, oh, you can't sell these chips to China or this or that, or dictating where they can and can't sell to. But anyways, Intel, I've already charted it out. It looks like it's going to go to 30. And then you have support there, and then new resistance would be 40. It actually almost lines up exact. And then 50. It's, you know, normally I would say like, oh, 29, whatever. 38, 39, blah, 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 blah. It's just like literally at the psychological levels where the previous resistances and support are on Intel. So it should be a fairly easy ride up. It could be months, right? It could take a whole year. I don't know. It could go parabolic from this point. Why? There's no really reason for it to go down at this point. It would take something substantial for it to go down tremendously at this point. It's already bounced off of 19. I want to say 5 or 6 times. You had plenty of opportunity to get in. If you're in my Discord, like, I beat that hammer so many times, or that nail, whatever the phrase is. I beat that nail with the hammer so many times. And it's been in the 401k for months and months and months and months. You had tons of time to get in, and like I said, I've been in and out of it. I haven't had a steady hold on it, but I've been in and out of it. And I missed multiple ones of those jumps. But now I'm in it, and I'm holding a sizable position. And instead of trading that position, I'm doing the calls now and the puts. I'm doing both. So if it falls, I'm going to get assigned shares, and it's going to average my entry. And if it rises, I'm getting paid a little bit extra and hoping to keep it, you know, if it's in an upwards channel, I'm hoping to keep it in that sort of band and just get a little bit extra every week. Because, like, if you could get an extra 3 to 5% a week times 52 weeks, it's not, right? 3% a week times 10 weeks, guys, isn't 30%. It's 3%, then 3% times 10%, then, which is like, you know, 3.03333. Then 3.0333 times 10%. 3.06666. You know what I'm saying? It's called exponential growth. So it's way more than 30% after 10 weeks. And it's way more than 30% at the end of the year. Right? You know, it'll be sizable. It'll really add up. Plus, there's dividends on Intel. That's even more beautiful about the stock. Dividends. Let's go. Right? So the other one is American Eagle. Like I said, we've been on that since, damn, I mean, I put a video out. I'm positive of it. And I've been talking about it in Discord since before the move happened. As soon as I saw on Twitter that people were, you know, the blue-haired lesbians and whatever were, sorry, YouTube, but the weirdos and the anti-white racists were raging about it. I was like, this is going up. It's that simple. Because it's not like we don't exist. It's not like we're not people. This is a paid model. That's what she does as a profession. You can't say she's like ugly or this or that or whatever, and it's trashy to use her. Like, that's her job, right? And if it was any other colored person, can you imagine the backlash? If it was an Israeli, can you imagine the backlash? If it was a black person, a Mexican, Hispanic, like a Spaniard, a Hawaiian, like a Samoan. If it was anybody but a white person, they wouldn't even be allowed to say the shit that they're saying about this girl. I wasn't a tremendous fan of her to begin with. I fully support her at this point. You know, please. She is not saying anything. There's posts like saying, oh, she's saying things. She hasn't said anything on social media. The only thing she's done is like promote a movie. She has handlers. She has obligations to the companies, Disney and whoever, film studios. She's not saying shit. That's all made up. But you know, personally, I can only imagine. Like, it's insane to me. Like, she probably doesn't give a shit what people say because her bank account is completely full at this point. It's overfilling. But I mean, just the whole thing. It's going. it's like what you see over in England right now. They're painting the flag everywhere they go. And somewhere else, I want to say Sweden? Because it's like, even white people are getting fatigued, okay? There's only so much we can put up with. And it's like, look at Gap. Let's get off the topic of race, though. All of the attention that it's bringing to the stock and to the company, any attention is good attention in this case. And there was people posting like, oh, I haven't shopped there in like 10 years. I just went and bought 3 pairs of jeans. Times that by like 100 million people or 50 million people. It's going to add up. There's also been support from other people, which is, I want to touch on that, which is excellent. There is a colored girl. I really don't like to refer to people like skin color. Like African American is the most retarded thing I've ever heard. Are you American? or are you not American? There's no, you're not this American. No one else says that anywhere in the world, only in America. It's amazing. And that's why you can't get away from the race problem in America. It's because you won't allow yourselves. And even they won't allow themselves. They refer to themselves that way. It's insane to me. Okay? But anyways, so we've seen support. So they're buying product too. Everybody who is anti-racism is supporting the company. Bonus. Gap stock, it went from like $6 to over $20. I can see American Eagle, it's at least going to $18. I'll tell you that right now. That's what I've been saying for a very long time. It's going to $18. So that's another $5. It's $13 now. You didn't get it at 10. Okay. You didn't get it at 11, 12. Okay. Well, it's going to go to 18. I'm telling you. Just the chart is saying that. So 18 is another 5 over 13. You're looking at like 40% gains pretty much, right? I'd say that's a good day. You can do the same thing there if you really want. They have options. They don't pay well, but they do have options. 2 good long holds in my books. 2 shorts, okay? 2 shorts. You have Roblox, which is full of pedos and predators. I saw a TikTok today. Chris Hansen has a team working on it. Chris Hansen is the guy who did the show from back in the day, To Catch a Predator. Like, the guy's whole life has been dedicated to catching predators. I have like a friend, not really a friend, but a person I knew who their nephew, they had to get him off of the website because by the way, it's not just girls they target, because they were getting certain pictures sent to them, asked for their phone number, location, let's meet up. Literally, child predators were trying to get this kid, so he had to get off that site. I would not support Roblox. If you're a parent and you're watching this and your kid has Roblox, cancel Roblox. Find anything else for them to do. Get them into Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, sports, okay? Literally anything. There's a plethora of other games they could play that don't involve predators trying to get your child. The stock is well over $100. That will be a beautiful short, all the way down to nothing, to bankruptcy. And believe me, it can happen. Franchises can die. This is, when kids grow up, they're not going to be playing Roblox. Who gives a shit? And any new parent who knows that it's a pedo factory is not going to introduce their kid to it to begin with. So its days are numbered. It's really that simple. I actually have three stocks. 3 stocks. One I've talked about before. The second one. What the hell was the second one? Oh, Palantir. Yeah, the PE on it, guys, is over 500. Industry averages are between like 4 and 12. It's got 70 times its earnings built into the price as well. Like, there's no way it could possibly even make the money that it's going to need to make to equal these valuations. It's fucking absurd. If you thought like 190 to 150 was bad, it's like 160 right now. If you thought that was bad, it was only $22, guys, 52 weeks ago. 1 year ago, it was $22. You've not seen anything yet. I would say you take it, the 200 EMA is 111, 112. It's going up to like 113, 114, 115 every day. Every day that it's higher than that level, the 200 EMA, it goes higher until it goes below, and then it starts to drag it down, right? So I'm saying like 113, 119, okay? Which if at 160, you're looking at $40 plus. I'm not buying puts because I don't know the time that it's going to take. I'm just selling stock. So instead of hitting buy and then waiting for it to go up, you just hit sell. That's all a short is, guys. You hit sell and you wait for the stock to fall, and then you can still day trade it. Like I closed my position today before market open because I'm not an idiot. Fucking suspected some bullshit today. Made $300. I made like 200, and then when it popped, I sold the very top. It was like 162. I did like 161.95, and then like that candle was like bam, just a big red candle. So that was good. So I made an extra 100 there, and it wasn't big because it's, you know, you short 50 shares, we're talking a lot of money. You short 100 shares, you're talking $16,000. It's not like fucking, you know, the way margin works, you only need 30% of that. But, you know, I don't want to get caught because I could see it going to 167 and then falling. So I'm, you know, scalping the chart and setting those, I'm setting like I'm setting levels to short it that are just good until canceled. So if it rises, it's going to be automatically short for me. Unfortunately, it's kind of been falling. I think before I did the walk, it was like 159. So that's your second one though, and it's just a no-brainer. There's no borrowing. There's no cost to borrow on it. It's 0%. So if you held it for a whole year, 0%. Okay, and it's everything about it is a joke. Okay. Like I don't care that they're defense and they're buddies with Elon and this and that and the other. Like it's fucking no one really knows what they do, and it seems like a money laundering scheme as far as I can tell, led by a crazy person who does not value human life. By the way, from the way he's been speaking, you know, I don't value terrorists' life either. I don't, or pedos or animal abusers. Okay, but this guy sounds like, you know, just people in general. You know, he sounds like he's one of those kids that was wronged or bullied, and now he's like, gotcha, bitches, and he's just gonna go after everybody. You know, burn it all down, like the Joker or whatever. Last one would just be Crocs. It's a fad. I said like short that thing at like 120. 119, 115, something like that. It's the last time you check, it's like $87-$90. I don't know what it's doing. It's just a short to like it goes bankrupt or fucking gets sold off. It's a fad. They're prison shoes that somehow turn this into $1 billion company. Like it's, to my knowledge, it's like what you wear in prison and go into the showers and shit. It's Crocs. So I mean, I don't own any. I don't intend to own any. I don't, you know, but clothing is cyclical. And those just, at a certain point, those just go out of style. So they were touted as like, ooh, extremely comfortable, blah, 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 blah. Now it's Doc Martens again, which was exactly what it was when I was in grade 5, 6, and 7. Doc Martens. And after 3 years, no one wanted Doc Martens ever again. Took 30 years for Doc Martens to come back around, right? Which is hilarious because I'm seeing like Echo, which is like the Rhino, and the guy on Shark Tank made Echo, I believe. I'm seeing that in stores again. Same thing. Grades 7, 8, and 9, I think. I swear they just send the shit to a warehouse, wait 2 or 3 decades, and just bring it all back, whatever they couldn't sell. They don't actually make new shit. And then if it does well, then they make some new stuff. Because I don't know, but Doc Martens have pretty much never gone away. It's like a British boot, very comfortable. It's like school shoes or some shit, though. I don't know, and like goths would wear them and stuff, but they're actually quite comfortable. They're not cheap though. So they're not like a croc I thought was cheap initially and then became like a whole lot of money. But it's like Tom Toms, right? Same thing. Tom Tom in South America, guys, are like $2. It's like a cheap poor person's casual shoe. You need something on your feet, you buy a Tom Tom, and then here they were like $50. Like, are you fucking kidding me? But that fad came and went very quickly. I'm actually shocked that Crocs lasted so long. Ticker CROX. But its time has come. I would imagine that's going to look like a full-blown Peloton or Bed Bath & Beyond. Like, it's just going to go... they might have some other shoes tied to the brand. I don't know, like Skechers, or has multiple shoe lines. What, you know, Nike isn't just Jordans, right? It's other shoes and clothing. And Crocs doesn't have clothing and shit. Crocs is one shoe. That's it. I don't know if the ticker, I haven't even bothered to look, actually. I don't know if the ticker has other shoe brands with it, but I don't think it does. That, you know, do your own homework on that one. But like, I would imagine even if it did, simply having Crocs will drag your stock down, because like who's going to want in 1 year who wants Crocs? In 2 years, who wants Crocs? Nobody wants Crocs. Okay, Crocs are done. Again, their time has come and their time is gone, and that's fine. We need cyclical businesses. You know, you get to ride it up, you get to ride it down if you're smart. So those are the 3 shorts, and so the 2 longs, just to refresh your memory, would be Intel and American Eagle, and the 3 shorts would be Roblox, Palantir, and Crocs. And you know, I hope you enjoy full summer's day while it lasts. It's almost the end of August, and the weather, it's already been getting, like, I saw my breath in the air last night, so and it was very cold this morning. It felt like autumn. Trees are probably going to begin to change soon here. I don't know about you guys, but, you know, enjoy the weather while you can, and have yourselves a good weekend. Free.